Hey there, welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. This has been a requested video to make a Christmas garland that you can put over your front door. Well, I didn't want to stop there. I thought if I make a garland, then we need a wreath to match it. So watch how I take just a couple of rolls of mesh, 2 rolls of ribbon, and some really pretty ornaments, and we're going to make a beautiful garland and wreath. So let's get started. Okay, well, we have a hot mess express going on right here, right now, but that's okay. So if you saw the first clip, again, you know what this is going to be, you know how it's going to turn out before I even get to it. And you know what? My nails even match the ribbon. I have been requested to make like a door garland. People want to know how to do it. And this is just my take. I've seen lots of people do different things, and they've used different things from a yardstick to these, to a swag, to a rail. And in the future, we will probably try some of those other things. So, but I am making these for my parents' home, and they are anxious and excited to be the recipient of my YouTube video. So we are going to be using some mesh and ribbon that we got from Mel's Crafty MOJO, and I will have links for all of this in the description box below. And the key thing that you need to remember about Mel's Crafty MOJO, if you use my coupon code Julie's Wreath Boutique, I'll put it on the screen here. If you use Julie's Wreath Boutique, you get 10% off a $35 or more purchase. So it's a really good deal. So we got this really neat kind of a snowball tinseled white mesh. It's a snowdrift mesh, the navy blue fabric mesh, and this really pretty, this is like a velvet, and it's got really pretty snowflakes on it. And what I like about this one, it reminds me of birch. You know how birch wood is? That's really pretty, but it's with silver. And then I got these 2 things from Mel's Crafty MOJO, so we'll put those throughout. But I did pick up a few things from Hobby Lobby. I did pick up some of these and some of these silver things, and then I got some ornaments as well. So we're going to start with the actual garland part, and then we're going to go into, hopefully here, if it all works out, we're going to make a matching wreath. I'm going to show you how easy it is just to get a normal, like, greenery, what do you guys call this, spruce type of wreath, and then just make your whole door really pretty. So let's get started. Okay, so let's just preface this that wherever you can find some of this garland will work, okay? If you want to shop at a different store or whatnot, this is what I found today, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. It is 50% off now. This is November of 2021, and so it was like $15 for 6 foot. So I bought 2 of these, and I'm going to do this twice for my parents' home to go over their window. But I'm going to show you how you can take this. You don't have to have a lot of talent. You don't have to be like a professional at any of this. And we're going to take it and we're going to move it out, and we're going to just start like fluffing it up. You're going to go through here first of all, and we are going to just kind of start like giving it shape, because when it's been in the boxes and it's been hanging on in the store, it's just not going to be the shape you want it. So I'm just going to do this. I am going to cut out these, what do you call it? Pine cones with the red, because I don't really want the red, but I might use the pine cones. So I'll just save these. I'll set these aside. I can use that red in something else. I can take it apart. So I'm not going to waste it. So don't worry about that. But the first step here is you're just going to go through here, and you're going to, go through and fluff your greenery. So I'll do that and come right back. Okay, so we're going to start with this really pretty mesh. I think this would make a really pretty flower. I think it just would be gorgeous. So what we're going to do is we are going to take it. Let's just make a spot here, and I'm just going to gather. We're going to get it started, okay? It likes to stick to my clothes. Deco mesh is that way. It's kind of persnickety is the way I would put it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and make a loop so that your gathered end is down underneath, all right? And we're going to start it about right here, all right? And we're going to just take a pipe cleaner, Chanel stems, whatever you want to call it. You do what you want, okay? So I'm just going to start it right there, okay? Now, I'm going to take about an arm's length for me, okay? So from my wrist to my elbow, I'm going to look, okay? So that's about that much. And I'm going to kind of bring it together, and I'm just going to go through here, and I'm going to just, at this point, take my little sprigs here, and I'm going to twist and start it there. So we kind of went this way. Now we're going to go that way again from my wrist to my elbow. Going to do that. And I'm just going to keep going, and we're going to, this is how we're going to kind of build the volume on our garland, okay? So let's just keep going. If you see my beautiful bracelet, I wanted to tell you about this. I don't know if you can kind of see. It has my favorite Bible verse on it. It says, I can do all things through Christ. I love this verse. It's in rose gold. A company sent it to me, and this is not a sponsored video or anything. But if you want, I'm going to like go through here. If you want, they are having a limited time sale here. And if you use my coupon code Julie, you'll get 25% off. So they're beautiful bracelets and necklaces with like inspirational and motivational thoughts, and just like a great way to be encouraging to somebody you love. And I just think for Christmas gifts, especially, that looks about the same size there. I just think it's a great idea to give for gifts. So check my link. I'll put it in the description box. And I love this bracelet. It is beautiful, and it's just very much quality. So I'm going to be ordering some. Okay, so we got to the end. So I just cut off a length here, and I'm just going to add this. I'm going to go underneath here, and I'm going to add it. And you can even, you know, kind of make it more not so poofy, I guess. And I'm just going to use it on this side. Let's just try using the sprigs here. I know there's the evergreen branches, pine branches. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I know you guys have to be laughing at home because you're like, Julie, it's this, Julie. I know you're tired. It's 6 o'clock at night and you're filming. So, all right, so we've got the first one done. It doesn't take very long, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other one out, and I'm going to do it real quick. So then that way I believe just one roll will take care of both of them. Now, okay, so I did 2 6-foot garlands, and I had that much mesh left. So we will see how much we'll need for the next project with the round wreath. But again, you don't have to use these colors. Mel has a lot of different colors, but we just thought that this blue would be really pretty, and now I got something stuck to my shirt. So basically we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to just kind of bend over. Oh my goodness, I wore the wrong shirt today. It's a little kind of a loose weave here. Now that I got it off my shirt. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to go under, and then I'm just going to gather like we did here, just so that there's no raw edges here, okay? So I'm going to start it right over here where we did use the Chanel stem. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the branches and use it and go over it, because I really don't want that Chanel stem to be showing through the navy. And I think that the branches will just be a little bit better kind of to hide it. So basically, if I went this way with the white, I want to go with the opposite way with the, and you're going to do about a wrist to shoulder. That's about what mine is. And I'm just going to find a spot, and I'm going to go down in here, and I'm going to twist it. Let's see here. Kind of twist it here. You don't have to twist it much, you know, you don't have to do a whole lot to it. So we're just going to kind of cross over, take another length, and find a spot to do it. Kind of twist. All right. And you're going to just go back and forth, and we're going to do this whole wreath, like our wreath. Can you tell? I'm just used to doing all the wreaths. And we're just going to find a spot, twist it. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect, okay? Because we're going to put some ornaments. And I also wanted to say, if you wanted to, you could have put lights. I'm not going to put lights on this one, but if I was to put lights on, I would have put them on first and then started all this. And again, you take either Chanel stems and just attach them to this, or use your branches. Either way will work just fine. So keep going until you're at the end. Okay, so we've got the white and the blue, and I know it doesn't look like much yet, but we're getting there. We're building. We're going to make it look really nice, okay? So basically, you're going to take your 2.5 inch wired ribbon. This is wired. It's so pretty. I love the look of that. And I just took the actual the wire thing, and I just took a Chanel stem and I just put it over top of this, and then I twisted it really good. And I think I'm going to twist it a little bit more. So basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to go to like where the closest gather point is. So right here is that point. And honestly, you could take this piece of pine or whatever you want to call it. I never think of the right words. And just literally wrap it around it. So if I have blue on this side and white on this side, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of like do the blue on the side with the white so that it'll just pop a little bit more. So all you're going to do is you're going to go back over here. This is kind of where we're meeting. So I'm going to gather it. And that's all there is to it, guys. You can either twist, you can wrap it around the wire. So it's really, really simple, okay? And then we'll start adding our embellishments. So we might put some bows on this, but you're going to go all the way down. Okay, so we're going to take this. We have our ribbon on, we have our mesh on. So now I want to take some of this really pretty silver leaf that I got from Mel's Crafty MOJO, and I'm going to cut it in a way so that we can kind of put it throughout here. And so I'm going to cut like right here. There we go. And then what I want to do is, because this is really pretty, I'm going to cut it again because I want to maybe create an extra stem here because I don't feel like we need too much of it. And what we can do is we can take these, okay, and we're going to take a wire, and I'm going to just weave through the two pieces because they're overlaying here. And honestly, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just make one, and it'll make it go further. So I believe these were $4.99. We're just going to wrap it around, okay? You're not going to see it, all right? So that gives us enough wire there to just take this. And we're going to go both directions, okay? So we're going to start here. I probably don't need one quite that long. Let's cut this wire a little bit. You could also use this with Chanel stems, but I'm just going to make it, and I'm going to just wrap it into the garland here, all right? And then I'm going to bring it back up. There it is. And I'm going to twist it around the piece, okay? So it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take more of these. I'm going to create more of these little, I need another wire. All right, let's just get these. I get these packs. You can get these at Michael's and at Walmart. And so you're just going to create, and I'm just going to go through here, and every so few, I'm going to add some of these, okay? You take some of these that I have here, and you could like do either or, if that makes sense. So this one, I can literally go like this, okay? So we've got two now. So let's just do one here. And I'm just going to wrap it and make sure that it's not facing the window. We don't want to scratch the window. My parents have a window, I should say, or the door frame. You want to protect everything. Okay, and then that way they can just kind of, I can feel a wire there. Okay, so you're just going to play with it. You're going to have fun with it. Make it pretty. Add what you want. So I'll add maybe one over here, or maybe every other, I think every other thing here, I'm going to add that. And then we have, I got some of these, and I like these, and you don't have to get these. You could just use Ornaments, but I just thought these were pretty because I could cut these like so, like in between here, and create 2 places. And again, just wherever it looks good, okay? And then just wrap it around, and then that way you've got some really pretty decoration. So I'm just going to go through this. We're going to add things here and there, and then we might add a little bit more ribbon. I'm not sure, but we'll see at the end here. So I think this is looking really pretty. So I did kind of 2 and 3, just kind of where I could, you know, make it manage, because I only have so much, and I want to make sure I can do a wreath and 2 garlands and make it all work. So I had gotten some of these, they're shatterproof, I don't know if you can see them, from Hobby Lobby. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a wire here, I'm going to go through, and where I didn't put these white ones, I'm going to interchange them with this blue and the white and the clear, or white and clear, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to wrap it around here, kind of in between, and then I'm going to drive those wires back up. Oops, it's not quite as tight as I had hoped. Okay, do it again here. If you want to, you could even use hot glue. If you live in an area where you know that's not going to be an issue, you could do that too. So now I've got that there. So I'm going to add a few more of these, and the garland will be done. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. I really don't think that this needs any bows with it. I think this is going to be quite enough. So from the picture, I'm going to be really kind of loud here. From the picture that you saw at the beginning, you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. But so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a round wreath, a round evergreen wreath. And we are going to basically do the same thing, but make it coordinate with all this and make it really, really pretty. Okay, it's a 2-for-1 video. It might be a little bit longer than normal, and I apologize for it, but we're going to figure out how to do this and bring it all together. We got this 24-inch greenery wreath from Hobby Lobby. It's normally $11.99, but I got it 50% off, so it was $6. Okay, this is what's cool about this thing, is you buy all this stuff, and then you take the leftovers, and you're going to make a wreath. So all we're going to do is we're going to do what we did with the garland. Is what we did is we went through and we just separated all the branches. We're gonna kind of fluff it up, okay? So that's what I want you to do. Just kind of fluff up your wreath. And when we come back, we'll start putting our decorations on. Okay, so we have this all fluffed out. So I'm gonna take my navy blue, what's left. So I'm gonna try to make this one roll for all of this. So we're gonna take it and I'm going to gather it here, and I'm gonna just kind of stick it down in there, and then I'm just going to use my pine stems to attach it. And I'm just going to go through here. I'm going to take about 7 to 8 inches, and I'm going to go to the next spot, and I'm going to just do the same thing. And I'm still going to kind of go back and forth, because I'm going to come through here with the white in a minute and do the same thing. It's just that simple. It doesn't have to be hard. Use the pine wreath here to kind of act as your pipe cleaners and your wires and all of that. I'm going to cut off where that, glue is, or the tape is. Watch your fingers. Just a rotary cutter. All of my tools are linked in my description box. I have an Amazon shop, and you can go over there and you can see something called the Wreath Making Must-Have List. And it's a great place to get some Christmas, ask for some Christmas things if you're a crafter. So, all right, so now we're going to do the white. Just grab it. You're going to do the same thing. See how fast this can be? And I'm going to go underneath here, and I'm going to attach it. That way you can't really see it. Okay. And then we're just going to kind of Oops. Come over here. And I'm going to go all the way around the wreath with the white. And I'm just going to kind of cross over here. And then you're just going to kind of go through and puff it up. So I'm going to finish this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have the mesh and the ribbon, but before we start adding any ornaments or our silver ornament or decorative items, I can't think of the names, picks, we're gonna make a bow for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with the blue, and again, only one roll of mesh for both of the swags that we just did, garlands, and then this wreath. So I did one roll for all of that in each color. So one white and one blue is all you need. And so I'm hoping, I figured I can do this. We can make this work. And we're going to try to do it with just one roll of each of these. You get 10 yards per roll. Yep, 10 yards per roll, which is great. So let's just go ahead and we're going to do our about a 10-inch tail here. And basically what we're going to do is let's do 11 inches here. And we're going to come back right to the middle. Another 11 inches. You're going to gather and come back, and then you're going to twist, okay? Let's do that again. Another 11 inches. We're going to keep it consistent. And we're going to come back. It's really easy to do, guys. This is so simple, okay? And you're just going to twist to keep that pretty part of your ribbon showing. Now, if you want to learn how to make a lot of different bows, I have several bow videos. One has over 1 million views. A lot of people like that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave in the playlist or in the description box, I'm going to leave you my bow playlist, okay? So we're going to do that, that, and that. So we've got 4. So now we're going to do it, and we're going to go just a little bit wider. Instead of 11 inches, we're going to do 12 inches this time. We're going to change it up here. And so we're going to make that loop be in the middle there, okay? I'm going to twist it. I'm going to do another 12 inches. I'm measuring using my rotary mat. That's why I love these mats. Oops. You got to straighten that out sometimes, okay? And I'm going to have another 10-inch tail, okay? We're almost to the end here of that roll. Okay, so that's about 10 inches. So I'm going to cut that. Oops. Okay, I'm going to take my zip tie, and this is why I like to call this a zip tie bow, but we're doing it a little bit different because we just added a different length in there. Now with the next bow that we're going to overlay, because this is all, you know, we're going to layer it. All right, I'm going to lay this to the side. Now we're going to do, again, I need a 10-inch bow, or what do you call it? Tail. I had to think for a minute. All right, so we got a 10-inch tail. So now we're going to do, instead of 11 inches, we're going to do, I want to say, let's do 10 inches. We're going to do 10 inches. Okay, so that'll be just slightly smaller. Let's look at this. Yeah, that'll be pretty. So 10 inches. All right, so we're going to do this 4 times. So 10 inches, bring it back, twist it. 10 inches, bring it back. Why doesn't this one cooperate tonight? All right, let's try this again. Bring it back. All right. And I'm going to twist it. And another 10 inches. Let's see, that's about right. I'm going to bring it back. I love this ribbon. I love the look of it. I love birch wood. Okay, so I kind of let go of that, but that's okay. You can get it back. Even I let go, guys, so it's all right. All right, where's my scissors? They're over here. Okay, I'm going to cut that. All right. Oh, come on. All right, so we've got, I'm holding it on, and then I'm going to just go over top of that other bow, and I'm going to put another zip tie, okay? All right, now before I tighten this, you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a wire. I'm going to grab that wire and I'm going to go through that zip tie before I tighten it, okay? So now we have a wire to put on our frame. Now at this point, what you could do is you could snip off that one zip tie, but it's okay. It's not really showing, so it's not really going to make a difference. So now I want to just make a little thing to go in between there. So I'm going to take this really pretty blue ribbon. Okay, let's cut it. It'll make it thinner if we do this. Let's just cut this off. You're going to cut off the pieces of the wire because it will help not make it so bulky. And I used way too much of this ribbon for this part. I didn't need this much. Okay, so now it's not bulky at all. I'm going to just bend it over. See how pretty that is? I'm going to put it over the middle here. And one wire is on this side. We're going to use the wire now. Okay. You're going to twist it. Okay, they're overlapping. And now I'm going to use this wire. You could put a little bit of glue there if you want, but I really don't think you need to. Okay. And then I'm just going to, let's twist that just a little bit more. And then just take it and clip it. You can have your glue gun. You can glue it to the back of that ribbon if you want. I don't really think I need it, so I'm just going to look at this. Go like so. And now you have a beautiful bow. So let's put that on our wreath. Okay, so you're going to look at your wreath. I'm going to look here. See where I don't like it. I kind of don't like it as much right here, okay? I'm going to take my... And you could have this at the bottom if that's the way you want, any way you want, okay? It's really up to you. I just kind of like the side view. I'm going to just wrap it around the wreath frame here. All right. I don't really want to, there we go. We're going to wrap it around this way and then I'll just go around the frame. Okay, so you're going to take what's left over with these little stems that I got from Mel's Crafty MOJO, and I'm just going to start separating them into smaller pieces, okay, because we don't need quite that. If you could get about three leaves per section, that will be perfect, okay? So like this one, let's go back here. I'm gonna bend that back. And then you've got more to work with. You can make your decorative leaves and all that go so much further if you just kind of cut them down like this. So we're going to just take some and you're going to just decorate whatever way you want. Now I'm going to use some hot glue for this one. I'm going to kind of just use my glue gun here. Because at this point you could even, tie in these, but for me it's Michigan. We're going to be just fine. If you're worried about that, then you can just use your wires if you live in an area where it's, you know, of course, a lot hotter even in December. So anyway, so we're going to do that, and we're just going to go around and we're going to just put these little sprigs of these leaves through here, and at this point have fun with it. Whatever way you want to make it, do it, okay? Just make it pretty. And I'm just going to keep going here. Okay, so we have all of our silver in here. And now I'm just going to take all these blue bulbs and I'm going to, again, I'm going to glue them down. You could take a wire and wrap it around like so. Take a wire, put it through here, and if you want to wrap it around, then wrap it around. I'll show you what I mean. And then you got to just hide the wire. But I actually am going to add some more glue there anyway because I want it to kind of anchor down really good. So we're just going to glue some more down here. So I'm going to do a blue one in all of my silver ones, and then I might come back and add a little bit of white ones. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to use, I have one more of these, and then I had a couple more of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some glue at the tip of this that I cut, and I'm just going to kind of add them throughout this wreath. Okay, just kind of here and there. This one hasn't been glued down, so you're just going to play and have a good time and just kind of enjoy the process. So I'm going to cut these and I'm going to add, oh, probably one here, 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 and there, because I got 5 more to use. Okay, so this part that we used on the garland, we're going to add to this wreath, and then we will be done. I basically took each one of those and took and cut off 3 sections. So you're just going to take and, you know, wherever you want to add it, that's what we're going to do there, okay? So we're going to just add that there. Okay. And then now I'm going to come out this direction here, I think. Kind of go right through there. And I'm going to kind of get it kind of close in. I'm going to like close in. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to push it down a little bit farther than I normally would, because I don't want it to, you don't want it to stick out too far from your wreath. You just want to accent the wreath, okay? That's all. We're just accenting it. Does that make sense? Julie. Oh, goodness. But I've had fun making this project, and also it's fun because I'm making it for 2 people that I love. So to help make their Christmas decorating easy, you know, when you know how to do this stuff, you got to take care of mom and dad, right? My stepmom has been with my dad for 28 years now. So she's a big part of our life, and we love her dearly, and so thankful that God put her in our life after my mom died, because I know you guys some of you know that my mom passed away when I was 18. So I want to do something special for her. So this is what we're doing. But if you made it this far in the video, okay, I know I always give you guys a little emoji or something to leave. I want you to leave me something that has something to do with Christmas, okay? And just leave it in the comments. And if you don't have the wherewithal to do it, just say Christmas in the comments. And that'll be good enough. So as you can see, I think we got one more here, so let's use it. Might as well, right? Kind of late. I'm videoing this and it's November 1st, and it's like late at night, and I don't normally video this late. So you're just going to play with your bow, and oh my goodness, I think this is so pretty. I can't wait to hang it on their door. Here's the finished product. I'm so happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time in Julie's Wreath Boutique.